There will be baseball this afternoon in Kenosha as the Carthage Firebirds return home from a successful weekend road trip in St. Louis, as they will play host to the Wheaton Thunder this afternoon in a CCIW matchup. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into our broadcast today. It is Carthage Baseball on live.carthage.edu. John Weiser calling the action for you this afternoon and into this evening, as it's turned out to be a rather pleasant afternoon. We had some rain yesterday and into the early afternoon hours here in Kenosha, but we just had some sunshine out here for the last hour or so, and it's clouded over once again. It'll be a windy and cool afternoon. Carthage at 4-2, 0-1 in the CCIW, coming off a 3-game sweep over Fontbonne down in St. Louis over the weekend. Game 1 of a doubleheader on Saturday, a pitcher's duel won by the Firebirds 2-1 in 12 innings. As lefty Nick Hamilton started, went 5 innings, allowed an earned run on 7 hits. Jacob DeLabio continued his sparkling work out of the bullpen with 5 2/3 innings of relief in that victory, striking out 12. And Ben Reitz gets the win in late fashion as Bryce Pribolinski had a double, and Ben Levicki drove in the game-winning run in the 12th inning of game number 1. Game 2 of that doubleheader went to the Firebirds 9-4 as they jumped out to a 5-0 lead. And our starting pitcher today, Kyle McKinnon, started that ball game, went 4 innings, and allowed 3 runs. And then they completed the sweep on Sunday, a rout 14-3. In that ball game, Bryce Pribolinski hit a grand slam. Colton Klein 2 for 3 in that contest. Meanwhile, the Wheaton Thunder come in at 4-4 overall, 2-0 in CCIW play, coming off a weekend doubleheader sweep of Carroll, knocking off the Pioneers in Game 1 6-4 and winning the nightcap 12-8 on Saturday. We'll get into more information on that, but first we're going to enjoy our national anthem. We were just talking about the Wheaton Thunder and their 2-0 record in conference play, dropping the Carroll Pioneers in a doubleheader 6-4 and 12-8 coming into this game. They had dropped 4 in a row previously and snapping that 4-game losing skid and bouncing back nicely in those wins over Carroll on Saturday. They were to have played Aurora yesterday. That game got canceled, and there is no makeup for that contest. So Wheaton coming in having been idle since Saturday. Here is the Wheaton Thunder batting order for you this afternoon. The red-hot hitting Matthias Haggerty will lead things off and play shortstop. He's the league leader, or the conference leader in batting right now. Graham Core will play second base and bat second. Ben Weaver hitting third and playing center field. Hitting cleanup for the Thunder today will be third baseman Jesse Welch. Batting fifth will be the left fielder Mason Packwood. Batting sixth will be the catcher, and that would be Sam Reichert. Batting seventh, the designated hitter Joe Klein. Hitting eighth, Joel Pierce, the first baseman. And batting ninth and playing right field will be Cale Lewis. Pitching today will be Brandon Dyer for the Thunder. Defensively for Carthage, Cody Tostrud will be in left. Jake Sinelli getting a start today in center field. Colton Klein in right. Cody Phelps at third base. It will be shortstop today. It will be Kyle Engstrom getting the start at shortstop. Johnny Belskis at second and Bryce Prebelinski over at first. Riley Hughes catching. And on the hill this evening for the Firebirds, Kyle McKinnon, making his third appearance of the season, third start of the year. He did not get the pitcher of record in the game at Fontbonne on Saturday. Went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. Struck out 2, did not walk a batter. He did hit 3 in that contest. Started the game against Ripon 2 weeks ago and went 2 innings, allowed a hit and a run. So he comes in with an earned run average of 6. And he will face the red-hot hitting Matthias Haggerty to lead things off for the Thunder here this afternoon. And a breezy afternoon here at Augie Schmidt Field. 55 degrees here at game time. Cloud cover settling back over Augie Schmidt Field as McKinney gets set on the hill. And the first pitch to Matthias Haggerty upcoming. Grounded sharply to third. Phelps off his glove, can't make a play, and Haggerty will reach. That'll go as an error on Cody Phelps. So leadoff batter reaches here in inning number 1 for the Thunder. Graham Core will step to the plate, a .308 hitter. Core 8 hits in 26 at-bats, 1 double and 1 triple. He's driven in 5. Again, this is a team that will manufacture runs, this Wheaton Thunder team. Breaking ball missing low, ball 1. This team will hit and run. They're 18 for 21 in stolen bases coming into the game here today. Matthias 1 for 1 takes his lead at first. The throw over by McKinnon. Just a token throw that time by McKinnon. Just letting him know he's got an eye on him. That wind gusting out of the south. Kind of a left to right wind here at Augie Schmidt Field. It'll blow straight out to right center field. There it's driven into left for a base hit. So the first 2 batters have reached here on McKinnon to start this ball game. Advancing to second is Haggerty on the single by Graham Core.
Now batting for the Thunder, center fielder, 7, Ben Weaver.
Brings up Ben Weaver. Weaver 12 for 28 this season, a .429 batting average. Leads the team with 4 triples on the year. He'll step in with runners at first and second. Infield back looking for the double play, and the pitch by McKinnon. Curveball in there for a strike. Gets away from Hughes briefly, but runners do not advance. Haggerty off at second. Core the lead at first. McKinnon's pitch. Sharply foul into the backstop. He's ahead of him now, 0-2. McKinnon on the year, 6 innings, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts. He's yet to walk a batter. He's ahead in the count here to Weaver, 0-2. Popped him up. Short left field, that's going to be trouble, and it goes off of Engstrom. No infield fly. They will get the force at second as Engstrom had his back to the infield trying to make an over-the-shoulder catch at shortstop there in short left field. And they'll get Haggerty at third base. He is out 7-5. Call it a fielder's choice for Weaver. Advancing to second is Core. One gone here in the top half of the first inning. Jesse Welch, the cleanup hitter. Pickoff play at second. They got him. Nope, they're going to call a balk. Base umpire called a balk immediately as the throw is going over to second, so the runners will advance now to second and third with one out. Welch, a .364 hitter. 4 runs driven in, has 2 runners in scoring position here, and a fastball at the knees for strike one. Welch went 4 for 8 in that doubleheader against Carroll and scored 3 runs. That one is tapped foul at the plate. Once again, McKinnon in front now, 0-2. It was 3 for 4 in game 1 of that doubleheader against the Pioneers. Scored a couple of runs. Both victories for the Thunder. Core off at third, Weaver at second. Advanced on a balk. The 0-2 pitch, driven to center. That'll get down for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. The throw gets in quickly. Got away from the shortstop Engstrom, but not far enough. It'll be an RBI single for Welch, and Wheaton with the early 1-0 lead. Core in from third to score. And for Welsh, that is his 5th RBI of the season. So runners at the corners, 1 out. Mason Packwood at the plate. Left-handed hitting left fielder. Playing in his 9th game of the season for the Thunder. Runner not going at first. The pitch in there for strike one. Packwood hitting .179. 5 hits and 28 at-bats. 2 of those hits doubles. Infield back looking for the double play. Runners at the corners. Little stutter step over at first. Not going. The pitch fouled away. 0-2. Center fielder for the Firebirds, Sinelli, shading Packwood a little toward right center. That wind. Welsh off at first. Weaver the lead at third. Runner not going. That's grounded sharply to first to Pribolinski. Only play will be first base. He'll take it himself. Kind of handcuffed on that second bounce. And he'll get the unassisted put out at first base. But coming in from third is Weaver with the second run of the inning. It'll be an RBI ground out for Packwood. 2-0 Thunder. Top half of the first inning. 2 out with a runner at second now. Sam Reichert, the catcher. Takes a fastball in the outside corner for strike one. Reichert, 176 on the season, 3 for 17. Making his 6th start behind the plate for the Thunder. Welsh with the lead at second. McKinnon will check the pitch. Curveball, hit him. So that puts runners at first and second, and Joe Klein, the designated hitter, stepping in. Klein making his 5th appearance of the year. 4 for 15, a .267 hitter. No home runs and 2 runs driven in. Runners at first and second. The first pitch, low and away, ball 1. This inning started on an error. First pitch, ground ball error by third baseman Cody Phelps. It's led to a couple of runs. Gonna go at third. The throw down. Phelps puts the tag there. They call him safe. So a stolen base for Welch over at third. Boy, it certainly looked like Phelps got the throw in a position where he could make the tag and allow the runner to slide into that tag, but they rule him safe at third. So runners at first and third. And the pitch. Pop foul, right side, out of play. Two and one the count here to Klein, the designated hitter. Welsh at third, Reichert at first. 2 runs in, 2 out. The pitch just missed inside. Wanted it. Goes to 3 and 1. Runner at first taking his lead there. Runner at third off. Pitch missed high for ball 4. First walk of the season issued by McKinnon, but that loads the bases with 2 out. Brings up Joel Pierce, the first baseman. Pierce in a little early season funk, 1 for 20. The pitch by McKinnon, taken low for ball 1. Infield back looking for a ground ball here. Welsh at third, Reichert at second, Klein over at first. The pitch by McKinnon, ball 2. Trying to pitch away and getting away from McKinnon. The 2-0 pitch right down Campus Drive for strike 1. 2 and 1 the count to Joel Pierce. McKinnon working quickly, already in the set position. Just missed outside, 3 and 1. Trying to end it right here with no further damage. Grounded foul. The carousel will start now. 3 and 2 count to Pierce. Welsh at third, Reichert at second, Klein at first. They will be going on this pitch. McKinnon trying to get out of it without any further damage. The runners go, and the pitch driven into the left center field, and that's going to get to the wall. All the way back, it'll hit one hop the wall. That'll clear the bases. It'll be a bases loaded double for Joel Pierce, the first baseman, his second hit of the season, 3 RBIs, and it's a 5-0 Wheaton lead. Welsh, Reichert, and Klein all come in. He gave in, wanted to throw a fastball that time, got it up, and Pierce was ready and smashed into the left center field for a bases clearing double. 9th batter of the inning, Cale Lewis now stepping in, and there's already been activity in the bullpen here. I don't know if Augie Schmidt's going to make a change here or not. Augie out there to settle down the youngster out of Kenosha Bradford. He'll go with the sophomore. And comes with from a pitching background. His dad Steven pitched at the University of Minnesota in his college days. Needs to go after the hitter here. First pitch, missing for a ball. Started him off with a breaking ball that time. Lewis 3 for 10 on the season. Fastball riding high, 2-0. McKinnon will check the runner. Pierce at second. A bases clearing double. This one smashed into right for a base hit. Klein bobbles it. It'll allow the run to come in. There will be a play at the plate. They'll cut it off. And we'll go as a single for Lewis. Pierce will come in to score from second, and they have batted around here in the first inning, plating 6. 6-0, Wheaton. Here's Haggerty, second at bat of the inning. He started it off on a first pitch, sharply hit grounder to Phelps, who couldn't come up with it. That opened the inning. Again, starts with a breaking ball outside, ball 1. Lewis 1 for 2 in the stolen base department, not taking much of a lead here. Now he's going to go on the pitch. Pitch is inside for a ball. The throw down is in time. A tag on the back of the leg by Engstrom ends the inning. Caught stealing 2-6 ends the inning here for the Wheaton Thunder, but they come up with 6 runs on 5 hits. The big blow, the bases loaded double by Pierce. 1 error and nobody left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Thunder on top by a score of 6-0. Let's go through the Carthage lineup for you this afternoon. Cody Tostrud will lead things off and play left field. Batting second, the third baseman, Cody Phelps. Hitting third, Colton Klein, the right fielder. Batting cleanup this afternoon will be the first baseman, Bryce Prebelinski. Johnny Belskis will play second and bat fifth. Ben Levicki is the DH. He will hit sixth. Jake Sinelli in center field, batting seventh. Riley Hughes, the catcher behind the plate, batting eighth. And batting ninth will be the shortstop, Kyle Engstrom. Defensively for the Thunder this afternoon, you have Packwood in left, Weaver in center, and Lewis in right. Welch, Haggerty, Core, and Pierce, the infield third to first. Reichert behind the plate. And on the hill is Brandon Dyer. Brendan Dyer, a 6-foot right-hander, 170-pound sophomore out of Avon, Connecticut. He's appeared in 3 ball games, tossed 9 innings. He's allowed 11 hits, 8 runs, all 8 are earned. He's walked 7, struck out 10. Earned run average at 8 for the Thunder. This is his 4th appearance of the season. Cody Tostrud will step to the plate to get things started for the Firebirds here in the bottom half of the first inning. Takes that fastball high for ball 1. Tostrud 4 for 16 in that 3-game set with Fontbonne over the weekend. Drove in a run. Changeup got him. 1-1 the count. Starting to hit the ball better. It was a little bit of a slump. Popped that one up on the infield. Haggerty, the shortstop, fighting the wind, makes the play, 1 gone. Brings up the third baseman, Cody Phelps. Phelps, his 7th straight start at third base, a .259 hitter, 7 for 27 on the season, including a double and a triple thus far. Takes inside for ball 1. Coming off a 4 for 15 set with Fontbonne over the weekend. That one in there on the outside corner, 1-1. Grounded sharply to third. Nice play by Welch. The long throw over gets Phelps 2 gone here in the first inning. Brings up the right fielder, Colton Klein.
Right fielder, number 9, Colton Klein.
I think he was sorry to leave St. Louis this weekend. Klein was 5 for 8 against the Griffins. On base 10 times, 5 hits, 5 walks, scored 4 runs, drove 4 runs in. A .450 hitter on the season. Bases empty, 2 out, and the first pitch in there for strike 1. Klein 9 for 20 this season. Has a couple of home runs, including a solo shot here against Ripon a couple weeks back. Went straight to center field. He's in the hole, 0-2. Went about halfway up that third pine tree beyond the center field wall. Scattered the squirrels out there, as they say. The 0-2 pitch grounded sharply to second. Core let it go through. Got through Core. It's going to be an error on second baseman.
Number 21,
Bryce Pribolinski will step in. First baseman. Bryce has struggled here in the early going. 5 for 24. However, the throw over, Klein back safely. Came up with a key hit late in the ball game the other day. Grounds that one sharply through the coach's box at third. Got a grand slam. Game 3 of that 3-game set down in St. Louis. Ended up with 6 RBIs and a 2 for 12 set for Pribolinski. Klein, who reached on an error, takes his lead at first. Not going. Curveball. Beauty. 0-2. Klein takes his lead at first. Not going. The pitch just missed hitting Pribolinski inside. 1-2. Just got that left elbow out of the way. Two-out error has Klein at first. 1-2 count here to Pribolinski. Smashed through the hole into left field for a base hit. Klein will round second. He's going to go. Here's the throw, and it is not in time. Klein got a hand in before the tag, going from first to third on the hit to left by Pribolinski. So runners at the corners with 2 out. Brings up the second baseman, Johnny Belskis. Belskis 11 for 26, a .423 batting average. Klein with the lead at third. Popped up foul. Third base side toward the dugout. Third baseman circles and comes around and makes the play at the coach's box to retire the side. Tough play with that wind, but Welch, the third baseman, hung with it to get the put out. So Carthage gone in the first. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 left on base. We head into the second inning here at Augie Schmidt Field. 6-0 Wheaton Thunder. Again, a big thank you to our corporate sponsors this year of Carthage Athletics, folks like Johnson Financial Group. As your needs evolve, so do theirs at Johnson Financial Group. They keep pace with rapidly evolving financial security landscape while providing the highest level of professional service. You can learn more at johnsonfinancialgroup.com. Trying to do 3 things at once and can't even do one right. We have a new pitcher here to start this second inning for the Firebirds. It'll be David Woods. So Woods on in relief here early on of Kyle McKinnon. So his day is done. McKinnon, tough first inning. Started off with that error and just ran into trouble. Everything snowballed after that. Here's Haggerty, the shortstop. He was at bat when the Cale Lewis was caught stealing Riley to Engstrom to end that first inning. Facing the 6'5" right-hander David Woods out of Aurora, Illinois. Fastball high for ball 1. Woods has pitched 3 innings this season. Make that 4 1/3 innings, excuse me. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Tossed 3 innings down in St. Louis at Fontbonne on Saturday. Breaking ball in there, a good one. He's ahead in the count now, 1-2. Pitched 3 innings in that game Saturday. The 9-4 win. Game 1 of that doubleheader. Excuse me, game 2 of that doubleheader. As swinging and missing is Haggerty. He is out on strikes. First strikeout of the game. Second baseman Graham Core. He reached on a single. Scored on the Welch single. In that 6-run first inning for the Thunder. Woods behind in the count, 1-0. On the season, Woods 4 1/3 innings. 3 hits, has yet to allow a run. 2 walks and now 4 strikeouts on the season, making his 3rd appearance. He'll work from the stretch with the bases empty. Can catch up to that one. 2-1. Underwent elbow surgery in 2019, so didn't play much. Has not played much here for Carthage, and of course didn't play last year. And they called strike. The home plate umpire calling that one a strike. 2-2. Did not play last year. And that pandemic shortened trip down to Tucson. Falls behind here, 3-2. 2018, he pitched 9 2/3 innings. 8 appearances that season, went 1-0 with a 3.72 earned run average. Gets a second strikeout here as Core goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts by Woods. Base is empty, 2 gone, top of the second inning. And Ben Weaver, the center fielder, stepping in. He reached on a fielder's choice. Engstrom trying to drift back, making a play on a ball with his back to the infield, and didn't make the catch. It went off his glove. They were able to make an out at third. Eventually came around to score. Takes that one inside for a strike. 0-2. Woods dealing here, coming in relief of McKinnon. The pitch. Just high, ball one. 1-2 the count. First meeting of the season for Carthage and Wheaton. Just the second conference game for Carthage. They dropped their first and only conference game to this point to Elmhurst here at home. Took something off that one and missed inside. Count even now at 2-2. Missed that one low. Runs the count full. Woods is senior. He's majoring in exercise and sports science here at Carthage. 3-2 pitch. Just missed at the letters. 2-out walk. Second walk issued by the Carthage pitching staff today. So runner at first with 2 gone. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Jesse Welch. RBI single. Scored a run. That bases loaded triple. Runner going. Riley double clutched. Hughes' throw is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Riley Hughes trouble getting that ball out of his mitt. First stolen base of the afternoon for the Thunder. 1 for 2 in that category today. So runner in scoring position, and hitter Welsh ahead in the count now, 2-0. 6-run outburst in the first inning for the Thunder. Grounded. Phelps at third. Moving to his left, makes the play to retire the side. No runs on no hits. A walk and 1 left. We go into the bottom half of inning number 2. Firebirds trailing the Wheaton Thunder by a score of 6-0. And one of our corporate sponsors here at Carthage College in the athletic department is Froedtert South. That would be Froedtert Kenosha Hospital, Froedtert Pleasant Prairie Hospital, and the Medical College of Wisconsin, the official sports medicine provider of Carthage College Athletics, a leader in cardiovascular care and orthopedic care you can count on from a team you can trust. That's Froedtert South, the official sports medicine provider of Carthage Athletics. We want to thank Jersey Mike's Subs on Green Bay Road in Mount Pleasant. They're open 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. You know what makes a Jersey Mike's Subs so good? Well, it's the ingredients. High-quality meats and cheeses, store-baked bread, and the great taste and the serve the Mike's way with fresh lettuce, onions, tomatoes, that oil and vinegar and spices. Oh, wouldn't you like to have one for dinner tonight? How about that? And order one online right now at jerseymikes.com. That's Jersey Mike's Subs in Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. Designated hitter Ben Levicki to lead off the second for the Firebirds. They trail 6-0. Grounded sharply to first. First pitch hitting Levicki. And it goes 3 unassisted, 1 gone here in the second inning. Brings up the center fielder, Jake Sinelli. Third appearance and second start in center field for the Firebirds. At the belt inside, 1-0. Sinelli 1 for 6 on the year, pops that one up to center. Going back is Weaver, now drifting to his left. He'll make the play short of the warning track. 2 gone. Two out, the base is empty. Brings up Riley Hughes, the catcher. His third start behind the plate for the Firebirds. He was also 1 for 6 with an RBI. Takes ball 1. He was 1 for 3 in that 3-game set against the Fontbonne Griffins down in St. Louis. Beautiful weather down there, temperature in the 70s both days. 2-0 delivery, high for ball 3. One for 1 in game 2 of that doubleheader against Fontbonne. Scored a run, drove one in, right down Campus Drive for the automatic. 3-1 now to Riley Hughes. Driven to right center. Weaver will track it down, and the side is retired. Tough play. Again, that wind blowing straight out to right center. That ball drifting away from Weaver, but he was able to track it down. And the Firebirds go 3 up and 3 down here in their half of the second inning. We head to the third in Kenosha. It's a 6-0 Thunder lead.
For attending today's Carthage game and for following the athletics attendance policy.
David Woods into his second inning of relief here today. Kyle McKinnon started and went just the first inning. Gave up 6 runs on 5 hits. As they batted around in that first inning. It'll be the middle of the order here in the third for the Thunder. Packwood, Reichert, and Klein due up. Packwood grounded out to Bryce Prebelinski at first base, but it drove in a run in that first inning. Credited with the RBI. Packwood now with 6 runs driven in. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Went over the top of a slider that time, 1-1. Wheaton sweeping Carroll last Saturday in a doubleheader, winning game 1 6-4. Won game 2 12-8. Rock throwing contest. Just missed the outside corner, 3-1. Elmhurst and Augustana are tied 2-2. Going into the 10th inning in that game down in Rock Island. That one's popped foul. Straight back and beyond the press box here. Illinois Wesleyan took a 3-2 lead over Milliken, but now the Big Blue have come back, pushed a run across in the 6th and 7th inning. As that one's driven to right, Colton Klein came in, now backs up. Camps under it, makes the play. Packwood retired to start the 3rd inning here for the Thunder. Reichert was hit by a pitch and then came in to score on the bases clearing double by Pierce in the first inning. Milliken leading Wesleyan 4-3. That game in the ninth. Down in Bloomington. Squares around to bunt, takes strike one. North Central beat North Park today 1-0. Scoring a run in the bottom half of the seventh inning down in Naperville today. Running their conference record now to 4-1. North Park, after winning their opening game now, they have dropped 4 straight in conference to fall to 1-4. That's popped up right side, foul territory. Probolinski giving a look, and that's going to drift into the bullpen out of play. So North Park 6-4 now overall, 1-4 in the league. North Central goes to 8-2, 4-1 in league play. North Central still in the top 10 in the D3Baseball.com poll this week. Outside for ball 2, 2-2. Cardinals fell just one spot in the poll this week, dropped from number 6 to number 7 in this week's poll. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. Count runs full here to Reichert, the catcher. Fouled straight back. He was on it. Pitch up and over the plate that time by Woods. Count remains full, 3-2. 1 out, bases empty. We're in the top of the third. Wheaton with 6 runs in that first inning. Woods' pitch, pop foul right side. Reichert grinding in a bat here. The pitch by Woods, again fouled right side, spoiling some good pitches. Bottom of the 10th inning down in Rock Island, still tied at 2. Augustana coming to bat. Curveball taken high for ball 4. Second walk issued by Woods, third on the afternoon by Carthage pitching. So runner at first with 1 out. Joe Klein at the plate. Klein walked and scored in the first inning. Came home on that bases clearing double by Pierce. Pitch inside, and it gets to the backstop. Got past Hughes, and advancing to second is Reichert. Call that one a pass ball. Hughes was late getting that glove up. So now a runner in scoring position with 1 out. The 1-0 count. Curveball high, 2-0. David Woods coming back from arm surgery. It's great to see him out there once again, pitching. Command going to be a little bit iffy, but just to have him out there. Missed all of 2019. Was rehabbing to get back at some point last year. And of course, the pandemic shut the season down in mid-March and never got a chance to play. 3-1 the count now to Joe Klein. Reichert on at second. And that one is missed low for ball 4. So back-to-back walks after a flyout to right. Brings up Joel Pierce. It was his double with the bases loaded in the first inning, the big blow. So Woods with 2 on, 1 out. The pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Another breaking ball missing. 1-1 the count. Pierce, a senior out of Centennial, Colorado. Up until today, had just 1 hit. That was against St. Norbert on March the 6th. That one bounces to the plate, gets to the backstop. The runners will advance. It's a wild pitch by Woods. So Reichert at third, Klein on at second. 1 out. 2-1 the count to Pierce, the first baseman. High. 3-1. Runners at second and third take their lead. It's high for ball 4. They're loaded. 3 straight walks. Loads the bases here with 1 out. Number 9 hitter Cale Lewis to the plate. Lewis singled but was thrown out at second trying to steal to end the first inning. He'll step up with the bags loaded. 1 out. Top half of the third inning. Pribolinski will play off the bag at first. Middle infield and the third baseman at double play depth here. The pitch by Woods on the outside corner for strike 1. Lewis coming off a multi-hit game Saturday against Carroll, went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run on a double. Also scored a run in that series against the Pioneers on Saturday. He's in the hole here, 0-2. Bases loaded, the pitch. Wasted 1 high, 1-2. Reichert reached on a walk, stole second, went to third on the wild pitch. Klein walked, went to second on that wild pitch. Pierce walked. The 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2. Runners take their leads. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Big strikeout by Woods. 2 out now in the top of the order. Matthias Haggerty reached on an error in the first inning. Struck out in the second. Squares around to bunt. Nobody moving. Ball 1. Coming into the game, Haggerty, a conference leader in hitting. 500 on the season. 12 for 24. That pitch high for ball 2. Don't want to fall behind this guy. Three and 0. Haggerty was 5 for 8 in that doubleheader Saturday against Carroll. Doubled, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. See if he gets the green light here. Taking for strike 1. Woods in a self-made jam. He's walked the bases loaded here. 2 out. The 3-1 count. Ball 4. The run will come in. Fourth walk of the inning. makes it 7-0. Bases remain loaded, 2 out. Graham Core, second baseman. 1 for 2. Single and a run scored in the first, struck out in the second. That pitch low and away, ball 1. Augie Schmidt has seen enough. He'll make a pitching change here. Woods just lost command here. Again, coming back from arm surgery 2 years ago. That was going to be something for him to try and find here. He walked the bases loaded, actually walked 4 here in the inning, and he'll be relieved here with 2 out in the third. Aiden Earl, a senior, will come in for Carthage now, a 5'10" right-hander. Earl out of Fox Lake Grant Community High School. Originally out of Bourne, Texas. Made 5 relief appearances in 2019. 5 strikeouts, 5 innings of work. Earned run average over 14. He's the third pitcher used today by Augie Schmidt. We're still in the top half of the third inning. A run in. He'll come in with the bases loaded and a 1-0 count to the hitter, Core. McKinnon started, went the first inning, gave up the 6 runs on 5 hits. There was an error. Lead off that inning. David Woods, 4 walks in this inning. He was cruising along. He had 2 strikeouts. Walked a batter in the second inning, but got out of it. Got Packwood to fly out to right. And then, as they like to say, the wheels fell off. Walked the next 4 hitters. Earl will inherit a 1-0 count. Core 1 for 2 today. Bases loaded, 2 out, a run in. Fouled at the plate. Throw strikes here. Down 7-0, you throw strikes. Don't hang your head. You come in with your good stuff and you pound the zone, as they say. Count even at a ball and a strike. Earl's pitch. Just high. That looked pretty good. Had the plate. Must have been high. 2-1 the count. Curveball in there. Beauty. Hooked him there. 2-2. This is Earl's first appearance this season. Senior. 2-2 pitch here. Grounded sharply to Engstrom at short. He'll flip to Belskis at second, and Carthage gets out of the inning. So Wheaton scores a run, but they leave the bases loaded. 4 walks in the inning. 1 run on no hits. 3 men left. We head to the bottom half of inning number 3. It's 7-0 Thunder. Again, a big thank you to our Carthage Athletics corporate sponsors this year, the Hampton Inn and Suites and Candlewood Suites of Kenosha. Barnes & Noble Carthage Bookstore. For all your Carthage logo wear needs, it's Barnes & Noble Carthage Bookstore. Go online, check out the latest deals right now at carthage.bncollege.com. Again, you can order Carthage College logo wear 24 hours a day on the website, carthage.bncollege.com. We mentioned North Central with a 1-0 victory over North Park this afternoon. Milliken has blown open the close game. Played it 4 in the 9th inning. They lead it 8-3. Bottom half of the 9th inning down in Bloomington against Illinois Wesleyan. Matt Ozanek hit a 3-run homer for Augustana in the 10th inning as they defeated Elmhurst today 5-2 down in Rock Island. First pitch on the outside corner to Kyle Engstrom. Engstrom looking for his first hit, is behind in the count now, 0-2. Second game of the year for Engstrom, just his third at bat. Driven to center. Weaver didn't have to move too much, one gone. Top of the order now, and Cody Tostrud. Tostrud popped out to the shortstop. His half of the first inning. It's behind 1-0. If you're just joining us, maybe just getting home, flipping on the video stream, Wheaton with 6 runs in the first inning. RBI single. And a bases clearing double by Joel Pierce. That inning started on an error by Phelps at third and just got worse. There's a drive into right field and a base hit. First hit of the season for Tostrud. First hit in the series here for Tostrud. Second hit for the Firebirds here this afternoon. So runner on with 1 out. Cody Phelps at the plate. Phelps grounded out to Welch at third back in the first inning. Hit him right in the middle of the back. Took one for the team there. So runners at first and second with 1 out. And Colton Klein at the plate. Reached on an error by the second baseman Core in the first inning. Went to third on the single by Pribolinski, but was stranded there. Chance to get some runs back here. Pitch dropped at the plate by the catcher, Reichert, but the runners do not advance. Brandon Dyer on the hill for the Thunder. Tostrud on at second with a single. Phelps hit by a pitch. He'll take the lead at first. First baseman Pierce playing off the bag for the left-handed hitting Klein. The pitch by Dyer. Outside, 2-0. Time called now as Reichert will come out and have a conversation with his pitcher, Brandon Dyer. Dyer's longest outing was against Calvin back on March 12th. Went 4 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs. They were earned. Walked 5, struck out 4 in that contest. Game that the Thunder lost 8-4. 0-1 with 1 save. Run average over 8. Klein sitting on a 2-0 count. Toastred with the lead at second. Phelps a lead at first. Time called at the plate. Driven to right, and that will get down for a base hit. Runners will only advance 90 feet on the sharp single to right by Colton Klein. That will load the bases now with 1 out. The cleanup hitter, Bryce Pribolinski, singled, sending Klein to third back in the first. They were both stranded. One out here in the third, but Carthage with their first threat here. Bases loaded. Fake to throw to first. And that is a balk. You hear Augie Schmidt calling it because he didn't step off. He just faked the throw to first. Balks in the run. Matt Husted out arguing that call by the base umpire. Now Husted will come out. Chat with his pitcher. Bullpen starting to stir down the left field line. A couple of players up stretching. Again, this inning started innocently enough. Engstrom flying out to center. And then Toastred with a single to right. Phelps hit by a pitch, then Klein a sharp single to right, loading the bases, and then a balk, bringing Toastred in for the first run of the day for Carthage. So Phelps at third, Klein at second. 1 gone. Pribolinski at the plate. Outfield straightaway and deep for Pribolinski. The pitch by Dyer into the dirt, blocked by Reichert. That saved a run. Spiked that curveball into the dirt. The 1-0 count to Bryce Pribolinski. The pitch by Dyer, missing outside, 2-0. Not going to give in. And first base open. Facing the cleanup hitter, Pribolinski. Dyer's pitch, missing low, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch to Pribolinski on the inside corner for strike 1. The pitch by Dyer. Missed outside for ball 4, and the bags are loaded once again. So 2 singles, a hit batter, and a walk. A run in. Bases loaded for Johnny Belskis. Belskis fouled out to the third baseman, Welch. That first inning, he's ahead in the count, 1-0. Pierce off the bag at first. Rest of the infield at double play depth. Wave and a miss. With the top of the slider that time, 1-1. All the other games in the league final now. Curveball, beauty. Jumps ahead now, 1-2. Augustana winning at home, a 3-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th inning. They beat Elmhurst. Milliken with a 4-run outburst in the 9th. Takes down line drive, and getting back to third safely was Cody Phelps. Belska's hit it hard, but right at the third baseman, Welch. Brings up Ben Levicki. Levicki grounded out to the first baseman unassisted, and time called here. The Welch, the third baseman, might have gotten stepped on. That play on that, catching that line drive, may have got him in the palm. Trainer out there talking with him, along with Matt Husted, coach. As we mentioned, Milliken with that 8-3 win goes to 4-0 in the conference, 11-1 overall. They knocked off Illinois Wesleyan in Bloomington this afternoon. Wheaton, the only other team in the conference without a loss in conference play. Levicki steps in. First pitch missing outside for ball one. Phelps at third, Klein at second, Pribolinski at first. Driven into left. Packwood, short of the warning track, makes the play, and that retires the side. But the Firebirds come up with a run. Couple of hits, a walk, and a hit batter, but they leave the bases loaded. Head to the top half of inning number 4. It is the Wheaton Thunder 7 and the Carthage Firebirds 1. Ben Weaver will lead things off here for the Thunder in the top half of the 4th inning. 7 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the Thunder. Carthage, 1 run, 3 hits, and an error. Squares around, takes ball 1. Weaver reached on a fielder's choice and scored in that 6-run first inning. That one slicing foul, and it will get down for a base hit. Cody Tostrud kind of thought that ball was going to go foul and didn't really go after it. It dropped in fair territory, about 2 feet in fair territory off the line. It'll go as a single. Not what you want to see there. So Jesse Welch got hurt in that top half or bottom half of the third inning on that play at third base. So Noah Yee will come in, a freshman out of Torrance, California, to pinch hit. Yee making his fourth appearance, looking for his first hit this season. Hasn't played since the 13th against the University of Chicago. Fastball missing, ball one. So Noah Yee in for Jesse Welch here. Welch 1 for 2 today with an RBI and a run scored. As I said, that line drive by Elskis that third baseman caught. Now they almost get a pick off, and it gets away from Pribolinski at first. He'll round second, go to third, as that ball rolled into the bullpen. So keep him at second. Just watching the right fielder Klein and the second baseman Belskis as they were backing up that play. The minute that ball got beyond the dugout where we could see it, they immediately raised their hands up, got into the bullpen there. So it'll go as an error on the pitcher, Earl. Sharply to Pribolinski at first with the catch and no play at second. Hard liner by Noah Yee. One gone here in the fourth, brings up Mason Packwood, the left fielder. Packwood with an RBI in that 6-run first inning on a ground out. Flew out to Colton Klein in right in the third. Runner going, the throw by Hughes, and he's a dead duck. Bullet by Hughes, the tag by Phelps, 2 gone. Caught stealing 2-5, empties the bases. Base is empty now for Packwood. Driven to right, Klein drifting to his right. Will make the play, and Carthage gets out of it. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error, a caught stealing, and nobody left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 4, 7-1 in favor of the Wheaton Thunder. So 32's at third. No. He ended the inning. I can't remember what he did. Yeah.
Now batting for the Firebirds, number 36, Jake Sinelli.
Yee stays in the game. He'll play second base. The second baseman, Graham Core, will move to third. As we start the bottom half of the fourth inning here, Carthage trailing 7-1. John Weiser with you. On a breezy afternoon, at least it's dry so far here at Augie Schmidt Field. Bottom third of the order due up here. Jake Sinelli with a 2-0 count, followed by Riley Hughes, the eighth, hitting Riley Hughes, and batting ninth, Kyle Engstrom, the shortstop. Dyer's pitch, automatic, strike one. Carthage left the bases loaded in the third inning. Couldn't catch up to high heat there, and it's even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sinelli flew out to the center fielder Weaver in the second inning. Pitch by Dyer, sharp grounder, the shortstop. Haggerty's throw, and it's not in time. Tough play with Haggerty going to his right, taking it behind the third base bag. Go as a hit for Sinelli. Brings up the catcher Riley Hughes. So leadoff man aboard here. Grounded foul past the third base coach, John Lakia. And Carthage, not one of those teams that will steal bases. Last couple years, that has not been the MO. They've played for the big inning. Just 1 for 4 in the stolen base category this season. Off-speed pitch, good pitch there, and he's ahead 0-2. Sinelli on base with his first hit in the game, second hit of the season for Sinelli. 0-2 count to Riley Hughes, the catcher. Stays alive, tapping that one foul. Carthage will head to Waukesha Saturday for a doubleheader against Carroll, starting at noon. Wheaton will return home Saturday. They will host Illinois Wesleyan in a doubleheader. And the Firebirds and Pioneers will be back here Sunday afternoon for a single game at 1 o'clock here at Augie Schmidt Field. Pitch by Dyer, took something off, and Hughes swings over the top. First strikeout of the game for Dyer. Brings up Kyle Engstrom, the shortstop. Led off the third inning, flying out to center fielder Weaver in his only at bat. Sinelli with the lead at first, on with a single. The pitch, missing low, ball one. And the lights have been on since first pitch today. Had some sunshine here in the late afternoon, about 4 o'clock or so. It's grounded foul, and he's count even at a ball and a strike. Rained last night during the women's lacrosse match. Steady rain throughout that match. Steady rain overnight. On and off showers today. Said cleared out about 3:30. A throw over, and Sinelli back. Temperature at first pitch today, 55 degrees. Off the fist into short right field, drifting back. Making the play nicely out there is Yee, just into the game with his back to the infield, able to make the play. Again, with that wind blowing out toward right, that's a tough play for the second baseman, the ball being blown away from you. He was able to make that play. 2 out, runner at first. Top of the order now, and Cody Tostrud takes a strike. Tostrud 1 for 2. Singled. Went to second after Phelps was hit by a pitch. Throw over to first, runner back. Then Probilski walked. With Belskus at the plate, Dyer balked him in. Driven to right center, that's going to be trouble. To the wall and gone! Home run for Cody Tostrud. For Tostrud, that is his first home run of the year. His 4th runs batted in. Carthage now trailing 7-3. Got that one up in the jet stream to right center field. Both Weaver and Lewis trying to track it down, but it carried out beyond the wall in right center field. So the Bradford grad comes up big. There's a smash into right center field and a base hit for Cody Phelps. Oh, bobbling out there in the outfield, but Phelps with 2 out didn't want to make that gamble to second. Second straight at bat for Phelps to reach base. He was hit by a pitch in that 3rd inning. Colton Klein to the plate. Singled in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 1st. Runner not going. The pitch low for ball 1. Said Klein had a great weekend down in St. Louis. Went 5 for 8 in that 3-game set with Fontbonne as that pitch sails outside 2-0. Reached base 10 times in that series with 5 hits, 5 walks, scored 4 runs, drove 4 runs in. Picking up where he left off 2 seasons ago. Entering play today, hitting .450. Better than .400, made all conference. Runner not going, Klein swings through it. Two and 1 the count to multi-sport athlete Colton Klein. There you see the runner taking his lead at first, Cody Phelps. Pierce holding him on. Dyer's pitch. Hard smash to the right side, picked up by the second baseman Yee, and he'll flip to Pierce, and that will end the inning. But Carthage comes up with a pair of runs. A 2-run blast by Cody Tostrud, his first dinger of the year. And the Firebirds strand 1 here. We've played 4 complete here at Augie Schmidt Field. It is Wheaton 7 and Carthage 3. Again, once again, the Carthage Athletic Department would like to thank its corporate sponsors for the year. We know it's been a trying year, and we certainly appreciate all of our corporate sponsors involved with Carthage Athletics, like Comprehensive Orthopedics, our sports medicine clinic and urgent care center in Kenosha. At Comprehensive Orthopedics, they strive to achieve patient satisfaction by providing the highest quality musculoskeletal care to their patients. You can schedule an appointment by contacting their friendly staff at 262-764-5595. That's Comprehensive Orthopedics, proud sponsor of Carthage Athletics. Top of the 5th inning here in Kenosha, 7-3 in favor of the Wheaton Thunder. Aiden Earl into his 2nd inning of work, and that pitch taken high for ball 1. Reichert, the catcher, leading this inning off. He's reached base twice, walked and scored a run in the 3rd. Hit by a pitch and came in on that bases clearing double by first baseman Joel Pierce in the 1st inning. That was the big blow, as Wheaton plated 6 runs in their half of the 1st inning. 2-0 the count to Reichert. Fastball sails in, 3-0. Four-pitch walk to start the inning for Reichert. Joe Klein, the designated hitter. He's walked twice. So far today, he's scored a run. No outs and a runner at first. Reichert, the catcher, takes his lead. The pitch high, fifth straight bad one here by Aiden Earl. Foul down the right field side. Klein giving chase. They'll scatter out of the bullpen. Klein can't make a play as he ran into the wall over there in the bullpen fence. Count even now at a ball and a strike. Designated hitter Joe Klein. Reichert takes his lead at first. Earl's pitch missing high, 2-1. Popped foul, right side and out of play, 2-2. Earl's first appearance of the 21 campaign here for the Firebirds. One of three pitchers today for the Firebirds. Reichert's lead, the pitch bounces in. Hughes tried to stop it. The runner will advance. Wild pitch. Full count to the hitter, Klein. Walked him. Back-to-back walks to start the fifth inning here for the Thunder. Brings up the first baseman, Joel Pierce. Pierce, that bases clearing double in the first inning. Drove in 3. Lines that one to left. Toastwood coming on late. It gets past him. They'll try a play at third, and the runners only advance 90 feet. That could have been worse. Give that a single here. Runners advancing only 90 feet, but it will load the bases for the ninth hitter in the order here, Cale Lewis. Lewis, a strikeout and a single. He raced on a stolen base attempt. Grounded sharply up the middle. It'll go in for a base hit. One run is in. Reichert scores. Coming around second is Klein. There won't be a play. It's a 2-run single for Cale Lewis. And it's a 9-3 advantage for the Wheaton Thunder. Now falling behind. That was the problem here by Aiden Earl. As two of the both walks able to come around and score here in this inning. Pierce on at second, Lewis on at first with that 2-run single, and that'll be it for Aiden Earl today. New pitcher will be Chance Roach. He'll come in with runners at first and second and nobody out here in the top half of the 5th inning. Carthage striking for 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Made it a 7-3 game, but back-to-back walks to start the 5th inning by Aiden Earl. Those runs come home to roost. Singles by Pierce and the RBI single by Lewis, scoring 2. And it's now up to Chance Roach, the junior out of Nazareth Academy. 6-foot right-hander. Roach, this will be his 2nd appearance. He pitched in the game a week ago Wednesday here at home against Elmhurst. Went 2 1/3. 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 2, struck out 3, gave up a double. Making his 2nd appearance of the season. Said he was part of that Illinois High School Baseball Coaches Association All-State and First Team All-East Suburban Catholic League in 2018. That 2018 team finished 3rd at the Illinois High School Association State Championship. To get there, they came from behind to knock off Antioch. In the quarterfinals. So it'll be Chance Roach here to try and put out the fire. 2 runs across, 9-3 Wheaton. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Top of the order, Matthias Haggerty to the plate. First pitch, ball 1. Haggerty drew a bases-loaded walk, driving in a run in the 3rd. Struck out in the 2nd and reached on an error to start the ball game back in the 1st inning. Roach's pitch, outside corner, 1-1. Made 2 appearances in the pandemic-shortened season last year. Got the 8-3 win over Luther College on March 7th last year. Breaking ball on the outside corner. He's ahead now, 1-2. Chance Roach. Check of the runner at second. Pitch just missed on the outside corner. 2-2 now. Pierce at second, Lewis on at first. A 2-run single by Lewis. Runner's not going. The pitch popped up into the outfield. Klein, the right fielder, is going to get there and make the play. The runner at second is going to tag, and Pierce will head into 3rd. That would have been a tough play for the center fielder, Sinelli, to make. That wind carrying that ball away from the center fielder and more toward Klein and right. And Klein, normally you let the center fielder call the shots out there, but Klein called him off to make that play. So runners at first and 3rd and 1 out. Graham Core, 3rd baseman here. Took over at 3rd for Welch, who left the ball game with a hand injury in the 3rd inning. This pinch hit for Noah Yee came in to pinch hit for Welch. Stayed in the game, went to second, and then Core moved over to 3rd. Roach will pitch from the stretch. Squeeze play. They got the runner hung up at first. Throw down to second. Engstrom, will he get him? He did. Chased him down and got him on the heel for the out. It'll go 2-3-6 for the put out there at first. Big out there. So that's 2 outs now. Eliminates the sacrifice fly. A 1-1 count to the hitter, Graham Core. Infield back all around now, outfield straight away. Roach will work from the windup now. The pitch took something off, got it over for a strike. Core thought it was high, but it dropped below the letters. Had the meat of the plate. 1-2 the count. The pitch bounced in. Nice stop by Riley Hughes, preventing Pierce from scoring at third. Two balls, two strikes, two out, two in for Wheaton. They lead at 9-3. Pitch by Roach. Checked his swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Fooled on a sinker that time, but held up. Runs the count full, 3-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Roach gets out of it here, but not before the Thunder come up with 2 runs on 1 hit, make that 2 hits. 2-run single by Lewis, driving in those runs. And 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom half of inning number 5, Carthage trailing by a score of 9-3. Well, Brendan Dyer going into his longest stint now of the season. Works his way into the 5th. He'll have the middle of the order due up here for the Firebirds. Bryce Pribolinski, Johnny Belskus, and Ben Levicki, the 4, 5, and 6 hitter for the Firebirds. Try and get those 2 runs back here. The curveball in there for strike 1. Bryce Pribolinski has reached base twice today. A walk in the 3rd, singled in the 1st. Don't know what was up there. Dyer stopped in the middle of his windup. Another breaking ball. That one missed. Evens the count now at a ball and a strike. Pribolinski hit that grand slam in Sunday's game against Fontbonne. That was late in the rout, that one. 3 straight breaking balls, and that one over for strike 2. Grounded sharply up the middle and through the infield for a base hit for Pribolinski. He's on base for the 3rd time today as he stumbled rounding first. Let's hope he's okay. So Pribolinski starting to hit the ball with some authority now. He's officially 2 for 2 today with a walk. He leads off this 5th inning. They'll bring up Johnny Belskus. Belskus lined hard to the 3rd baseman, Welch, back in the 3rd inning, and then there was a play, Klein racing back to the bag, and Welch dove, and I'm not sure if he got stepped on or if he jammed his hand into the bag, but he left in the 4th inning for a pinch hitter. Belskis 0 for 2. That wind continues to howl out of the south-southwest today. Better than 20 miles per hour. Took something off that one, and Belskis was in front. 0-2 now. Belskis had a good series against Fontbonne. 5 for 12. 4 RBI. Smashes that one to left, right at the left fielder. Packwood makes the play, and retreating back to first is Pribolinski. Belskis 2 straight at bats where he hit the ball hard, but unfortunately right at the defender. 1 out here in the 5th. Ben Levicki, the designated hitter, at the plate. That one a curveball in on the outside corner. Levicki 0 for 2. Flied out to center in the 3rd and grounded to Pierce at first, unassisted. Throw over, and Pribolinski gets back in safely. Some activity now in the Wheaton bullpen. As I mentioned, this is the longest that Dyer has gone this year. Went 4 innings in the win over Ripon back on March 5th. 4 innings in the loss to Calvin on March 12th. That March 12th outing, he gave up 6 runs. Tap foul at the plate. Levicki now behind 1-2. Six-run first inning. Wheaton jumped on the Firebirds early. That pitch just missed. That's a pretty good pitch. Did miss by much. Levicki getting a break here. Bryce Pribolinski will take his lead at first. Now time called. Two-two pitch. That one is grounded foul. Right off the plate. Pribolinski started the inning with a single. Belskis with a sharp fly out to left. Now Levicki with a 2-2 count. Stayed back on that one, driven to right. Right fielder is there. Lewis, he'll make the play. About 2 steps shy of the warning track. And it won't take much today. Get that ball up in the air in right field, and it's going to carry. So 2 out. Pribolinski at first, and Jake Sinelli to the plate. 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored on the Cody Tostra 2-run homer. That breaking ball in and over. Dyer checks the runner at first. The pitch, another breaking ball. Well, he's snapped off a couple of dandies here in this 5th inning. Quickly ahead of Sinelli, 0-2. Fastball missed on the outside corner. Pribolinski takes his lead at first. Got in front of a curveball and grounded it foul into the Wheaton bullpen. Dyer working from the stretch. He'll throw over. Poblinski stands up at first. As I said, this is not a base stealing team, Carthage. They 1 for 4 in that category this year. That hit him. Curveball that time, then hung up and caught Sinelli on the left forearm. Second hit batter today by Dyer. Poblinski moves to second, so runners at first and second and 2 out for catcher Riley Hughes. Hughes 0 for 2 with a strikeout today. Pierce, the first baseman, off the bag, playing behind the bag at first. And a pitch by Dyer on the outside corner for strike 1. Hughes, a Bradford product as well. And Matt Labuda has produced some pretty good baseball players through the years. Head coach over at Bradford High School. And Hughes falling behind here, 0-2. Dyer's pitch, foul tipped at the plate. Reichert couldn't hang on to it. Remains 0-2. Pitch missed high. 1-2. Second team all-conference in high school in his junior and senior years at Bradford. Dyer, time called at the plate as he was checking Poblinski at second. He started the inning with a single. Went to second after Sinelli was hit by a pitch. That coming after Belskis and Levicki flied out. Popped him up, middle of the diamond. Who wants it? Pierce, the first baseman, calling. He'll make the play to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, a hit batter, and 2 men left for Carthage here in the 5th. We head to the 6th inning here at Augie Schmidt Field. Carthage trailing 9-3. Right-hander Chance Roach on the mound for his second inning of relief. He was able to come in and shut it down after the Thunder plated 2 runs in the 5th inning off Aiden Earl. So Roach will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Wheaton here in the 6th inning. Center fielder Ben Weaver to lead it off. Reached base 3 times today, scored a run in the 1st. Singled in the 4th, walked in the 2nd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st. The first offering by Roach squares around a bunt and takes it low and inside, ball 1. Carthage will play a doubleheader Saturday at Carroll. I believe that's in the newly renovated Frame Park in Waukesha. And takes low for ball 2. Frame Park is quite a fixture in Waukesha, right along the river. Made some changes to the ballpark. I believe it's all been turfed in now. And a little squibber to third baseman Phelps. Picks it up. Throw over. Nice pick by Prebelinski to get him. Tough chance there, and Weaver out by a half a step. Tough play for Phelps there as he was playing behind the bag, and that had some sideways spin rolling that ball toward the line. He elected to backhand it with the glove and just did get Weaver at first. One gone here in the sixth. Roach curveball missing high to Noah Yee. Yee came on in the fourth inning to pinch hit for Jesse Welch. Welch left with a hand injury. Top half of that third inning. Fouls this one away. 1-1 the count. Yeah, new outfield fence at Frame Park. Brand new scoreboard. Carroll did some fundraising along with the city of Waukesha to get that diamond a facelift. At the knees for strike two. Remember my senior year in high school at St. Joe's, we played a game against Catholic Memorial High School at Frame Park. It's had some history to it. Somewhat like Simmons Field here in Kenosha. Count is 2-2 to Yee. Pitch by Roach. Off the handle. Lines out to Klein and right. Two gone here in the sixth inning for the Thunder. Brings up the left-handed hitting Mason Packwood. Packwood with a ground out RBI in the first inning. Since then, he's flied out to Colton Klein to deep right field. His next two at bats. 0 for 3 with a run in. Pops him up on the infield. Engstrom, the shortstop behind second base, will make the play, and it's a first 3 up and 3 down inning for Roach. 1-2-3, nothing across here in the sixth inning for the Thunder. Carthage coming to bat. Their half of the sixth inning, the Firebirds trail 9-3. Big thank you to our corporate sponsors this season here at Carthage College, helping to support the athletic department. Folks like the Paulman Auto Stores. It's the race to the Paulman 1000. Paulman Auto Stores in Kenosha and Racine. You can find them online at paulman.com. And by Satori Energy, a privately held full-service energy consulting firm. They're based in Chicago, serving over 55,000 clients across North America. Seeking the best energy solution for your company? Let Satori Energy guide the way. Find Satori Energy online at Satori, that's S-A-T-O-R-I, energy.com. Well, Brandon Dyer went 5 innings today. His afternoon is done. New pitcher here for the Thunder, Bjorn Bostrom. Bjorn Bostrom making his 4th appearance, all in relief. No record, a 3.0 earned run average. Pitched 6 innings this season, given up 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. For the junior out of Wheaton North, 6'1". His longest outing was against the University of Chicago back on March 13th. A 3-inning, 5-hit, 3-run outing. His last appearance was against Carroll last weekend. First pitch high for ball one to Kyle Engstrom, the number 9 hitter, the shortstop. Then the top of the order, Tostrud and Phelps. 2-0. Pitching against Carroll on Saturday, went 2 1/3. 2 hits, a run, it was unearned. 2-0 pitch, pops it up, right field. Lewis, one gone. Cody Tostrud to the plate. Tostrud 2 for 3 today. A 2-run homer in the 4th. Singled and scored a run on a block in the 3rd inning. Popped out to the shortstop, Haggerty, in the 1st. Tostrud his first home run of the year. Takes inside for ball one. Took something off and got it in there, 1-1. Like to see Tostrud get things going at the top of the order here for this Firebird offense. Went 4 for 16 over the weekend in St. Louis against Fontbonne. Couple of hits here today. So doubleheader by Carthage Saturday in Waukesha against Carroll, and then a single game Sunday back here at Augie Schmidt Field. Quick peek of the weather forecast. The pitch smashed foul down the right field line. Supposed to be about like today. Temperature right around 50 on Sunday. Saturday might be a little dicey weather-wise. They're talking about scattered showers in the area. Popped him up behind the plate, and that will get out of play. Calling for right now a 20% chance of rain on Saturday, but we're 3 days out, so we'll have to see how that comes true. I'd like to get those games in and then play the single game Sunday. Don't want to start getting backed up with makeup games as we start to hit the meat of the schedule here for the Firebirds. Fastball missed inside, count full now to Cody Tostrud. Ground ball to the second baseman. Yee will flip to first, and Pierce, 2 gone. Base is empty and 2 out for Cody Phelps. Reached base twice today, singled in the 4th inning, got hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Grounded out to then Welch, the 3rd baseman, back in the 1st. Pop foul right side and out of play. Bostrom out of Wheaton. Wheaton North High School product. Skip that one in there, 1-1. Appeared in 2 games in his debut season with the Thunder back in 2019. Curveball hung up there, 2-1. That one going wide, 3-1. Grounded sharply to the 3rd baseman. Going up with it, and the throw is in time. Nice play by Core at 3rd on that sharply hit grounder. Retires Phelps. And the Firebirds go quietly here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the 7th inning here in Kenosha. A 9-3 Wheaton Thunder lead. And we'd like to thank Mobile One Communications for their corporate sponsorship of Carthage Athletics this season. Mobile One Communication, Kenosha's authorized U.S. cellular agent. Big thank you to Brian McTurnan. I'm sure we're going to see him out here a couple of times before the season is over. Brian McTurnan, a Carthage grad. You can switch and get the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free. Get the iPhones you love at a price you'll love through Mobile One Communications here in Kenosha. Chance Roach pitched well here in relief. The final outs in the 5th inning, and it had a 1-2-3 6th inning in relief. One of 4 pitchers used today by Augie Schmidt. Kyle McKinnon started, only lasted an inning. Gave up the 6 runs in that 1st inning. And David Woods came on, ran into some trouble with control issues in the 3rd inning. Walked in a run. Walked 4 in that inning. And again, Woods coming back from arm surgery 2 years ago and starting to see some action and trying to get his control in order. You can understand. Reichert to lead off here for the Thunder. 1-0 count, facing Roach. 2-0. Reichert's been on base all 3 times, and he has scored 3 runs today. Walked twice. Walked in the 5th, walked in the 3rd. Came around to score. Drives that one to center. Sinelli short of the warning track and straightaway center makes the play. 1 gone. Brings up the DH Joe Klein. Klein has reached base 3 times today with 3 walks, and he scored 2 runs. 1 out, the base is empty. Pitch in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch by Roach. Missing low. 6-run 1st inning by the Thunder. The big blow in that inning, a bases loaded double by Joel Pierce. That inning started on a first pitch ground ball error to the 3rd baseman Phelps. Had trouble picking it up. Matthias Haggerty leading the game off with an error, and that just kind of sent the inning down from there. A couple of singles, fielder's choice. A couple of runs, 3 runs came in, and then Pierce stepping up. The 8th man to bat in the inning cleared the bases with a double. Count now 2-2. Curveball, a beauty for strike 3. Second strikeout for Roach today. 5th strikeout by Wheaton today. And here's Pierce. Pierce has reached base 3 times. Single in the 5th, walked in the 3rd, and then that bases clearing double in the 1st. Checked his swing, but a called strike. Carthage and Wheaton will play a single game on May 14th. That's a Friday, 6 o'clock, May 14th, a 6 p.m. first pitch for that one, and then they'll travel down to Lee Fund Stadium. Evens the count now at 2-2. They'll play a doubleheader on Saturday, May 15th, starting at 1 o'clock. That'll be the final games of the regular season leading into the conference tournament that will get underway on Thursday, May 20th. Count goes full now to Joel Pierce. 2 out, bases empty, top of the 7th inning. Coach working from the windup. Little squibber down to the third baseman Phelps. Barehand pickup, gets it over and got him. Another nice pick by Pribolinski over at first base. That's 2 nice plays over there. You got Weaver in the 6th and now Pierce to end the 7th with a nice pick at first. 1-2-3, nothing across. Time to stretch him out here at Augie Schmidt Field in Kenosha. Carthage trailing by a score of 9-3. Bjorn Borstrom into his 2nd inning of relief. Had a 1-2-3 6th inning for the Thunder. He'll face the middle part of the order. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Carthage. Colton Klein to lead it off. Klein has hit the ball hard today, but reached on an error in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, and grounded sharply to 2nd in the 4th. Officially 1 for 2. He's ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Good curveball. Evens the count at 1-1. Both bullpens quiet for the moment. Missing inside, 2-1. 9 runs, 9 hits, and an error for the Thunder today. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors committed by the Firebirds. Inside corner, evens it at 2-2. Bostrom's pitch, fouled left side. Carthage in danger of falling to 0-2 in the league. They don't get that win today. Foul tip caught by Reichert. Strike 3. Klein strikes out to start the 7th for the Firebirds. The play by Reichert able to hang on to that. Ice Pribolinski to the plate. Officially 2 for 2 today, a pair of singles with a walk sandwiched in between. So he has reached base 3 times today, takes ball 1. Pribolinski with that grand slam Sunday late in that ball game against Fontbonne. Was his only hit in the game. He drove in 5 in that contest. Smashes that one into right center. That will get down for a base hit. As I said, Pribolinski driving the ball nicely. On base for the 4th time today for the Firebirds.
Number 17, Johnny Vasquez.
Brings up Johnny Belskis. Belskis has hit the ball hard his last 2 at-bats. Lined out to the left fielder, Packwood, in the 5th inning. Lined sharply to the 3rd baseman, Welch, back in the 3rd inning. Both balls squarely hit, but unfortunately, atom balls right at him. Pribolinski with the lead. Curveball on the inside corner. Count even now at a ball and a strike. Went after a high fastball, came up empty, 1-2. Grounded foul past the 3rd base side. Wheaton will return home to Lee Fund Stadium this weekend for a doubleheader Saturday against Illinois Wesleyan. Grounded sharply through the 3rd base side into left field for a base hit. Core couldn't get that one, and so Carthage, with 1 out, puts runners at 1st and 2nd. Brings up Levicki, the designated hitter. Levicki 0 for 3 today. Flied out to right in the 5th inning. Flied out to center in the 3rd, and then grounded to Pierce at 1st unassisted. Pops that one foul, left side. 3rd baseman Core giving chase. Has room and makes the play. Nobody covering 3rd, but Pribolinski not going anywhere. Remains at 2nd base. He had the 3rd baseman and the shortstop chasing that one down. That left 3rd base open, and Yee, the 2nd baseman, quickly running over to try and cover the bag. So a big out there, 2 out, runners at 1st and 2nd. Sinelli, the center fielder, at the plate. Pitch by Bostrom. Foul down the right field side and out of play. Sinelli hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. Singled and scored on the 2-run homer by Tostrud in the 4th. 1 for 2 today. Grounded sharply to 3rd. Core up with it. He'll run up, touch the bag at 3rd, and that will retire the side. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We've played 7 complete here in Kenosha. 9-3, the Wheaton Thunder on top of the Carthage Firebirds. One of our great corporate sponsors here at Carthage College Athletics has been the La Fogata Mexican Grill at 3300 Sheridan Road in Kenosha, just down the street from the Carthage campus. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. They have dine-in and curbside pickup. Voted best of Kenosha County. Call at 262-654-5900, or you can check out their menu and order online at eatatlafogata.com. Great Mexican food. Tell you what, those lunch beef enchiladas with the rice and twice baked beans, I'm telling you, that is a decent lunch. Plus you get the bowl of chips and the salsa. Number 9 hitter Cale Lewis to the plate to start the 8th inning. Grounds that one past Phelps and into left field for a base hit. Lewis today, that's his 3rd hit. He's 3 for 4. So leadoff batter reaches here on Chance Roach, his 3rd inning of relief. That'll bring up the top of the order now and Matthias Haggerty. Haggerty coming in with 500 hitter. Led the conference in hitting starting today. Squares around a bunt, pitch taken outside for ball 1 as Lewis dives back into first. Haggerty reached on an error in the first, struck out in the second. Drew a bases loaded walk with an RBI in the 3rd and then flew out to Colton Klein in right. Couldn't catch up to that one. Count even now at a ball and a strike. Out of Piedmont, California. Runner going, pitch is low, and he'll dive in with a stolen base. It was a good pitch to run on. It was a low breaking ball, and Hughes could not come up throwing. There goes a stolen base, 2nd one today for the Thunder. So runner in scoring position, a 2-1 count, nobody out, top of the 8th. Missing inside with a fastball, 3-1. Chance Roach, 4th pitcher of the day for Carthage. Out of Nazareth Academy, grounded up the middle, and Engstrom will make the play. The throw to first is wide. Pribolinski coming off the bag, saved a run there. That'll be an infield single, and moving to 3rd is Lewis. Brings up the 3rd baseman, Graham Core. Core singled and scored in the 1st inning. He has struck out twice since. So runners at the corners with nobody out. The 11th hit of the day for Wheaton. Pitch into the dirt, gets past Hughes. The runner coming in from 3rd. There won't be a play. Scoring from 3rd is Lewis, advancing to 2nd and now to 3rd, and he's going to be thrown out easily. Heads up play by Chance Roach, backing up Haggerty at the plate, got the throw, and as he turned around, Haggerty kept going, and he was thrown out. 1-5 the put out there. So the wild pitch scores a run. 2-1-5 on the put out at 3rd. So the base is empty, 1 gone, and a 1-0 count here to Core. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Took something off and got it in there, 1-2. Core didn't like the call, claims it was high. Roach delivers another breaking ball for strike 3. Second caught looking strikeout today by Roach. Brings up the center fielder Ben Weaver. Weaver, a fielder's choice, scored a run in the 1st, walked and stole a base in the 2nd. Singled, reached 2nd on an error, and was thrown out trying to go to 3rd back in the 4th inning, and grounded out to Belskis at 2nd. 2-0 to Ben Weaver. One for 3 with a walk. dirt. 3-0. Wind continues to pick up here at Augie Schmidt Field. The rain has stayed away. Pulled out of here about 2 o'clock. Missed inside a 4-pitch walk to Ben Weaver. Brings up Yee, the second baseman. Yee 0 for 2 since coming in to replace Jesse Welch. Welch was at third and got injured. Left the game. Yee came in to pinch hit and stayed in the game. Went to second. That pitch didn't miss by much. 1-0 the count. A run in, 10-3 Thunder. That one skips and the runner going to go. The throw down by Hughes is in time. Belskis, the second baseman, covering. And it's a caught stealing. 2-4. Belskis making the putout. So 1 run and 1 hit. A walk, a caught stealing. Actually 2 hits, a walk and caught stealing. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning here in Kenosha. Carthage need a rally here. They're trailing 10-3. New pitcher in for the Wheaton Thunder. It'll be A.J. Deuce. Third pitcher of the game here for the Thunder. Deuce, a 6'1" right-hander, a senior out of San Diego, California, La Jolla Country Day School. So Deuce, a senior, third pitcher today for the Thunder. Appeared in 2 games last season. And we'll have a pinch hitter here for Carthage to start this 8th inning. It'll be Pearson Gibbous. He'll pinch hit for the catcher Hughes, the 8th, hitting 8th in the lineup. And the first offering here by Deuce, in at the knees for strike 1. Second offering by Deuce, high and away, 1-1. Gibbous looking for his first hit this season. He is 0 for 3. This is his 3rd appearance. Started a ball game, takes that one in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. Wave and a miss on a high fastball, and Gibbous is gone. One gone here in the 8th.
Now batting for the Firebirds, number 3, Dominique Guido.
It'll be Dominic Guido, the second pinch hitter of the inning. Guido, a junior out of Geneva, Illinois, Geneva Community High School. Oh for 2 on the season. He's been on the JV squad here for Carthage. Pops that one foul right side. Pierce, the first baseman, coming on. That will fall right in front of the Carthage dugout. Did not see any action in 2019 or 2020. Got a couple of at-bats in the Fontbonne series, going 0 for 2. Oh and 1 the count. A.J. Deuce on the hill for Wheaton. Fastball high, 1-1. Driven to center. Weaver drifting back. Still going back. Lost it in the lights. It'll fall in for a hit. Guido around first and head into second with a double. A 1-out double for Dominic Guido, his first hit for Carthage College. And it goes for extra bases. That gets us to the top of the order now, and it'll be Cody Tostrud, the left fielder. Tostrud, a 2-run home run in the 4th inning. His first dinger of the year. Two for 4 today with that 2-run homer. Deuce's pitch, checked his swing, but it dropped in there for a strike. Good to see him starting to sting the ball a little bit. He makes it go here for this Carthage lineup. Again, I said in the last couple of broadcasts, there's no question this team will hit. It's whether or not they're going to get the consistent pitching. Having said that, they got into a pitcher's duel in Game 1 of that doubleheader Saturday at Fontbonne and found a way to come up with a 12th inning Ben Levicki RBI single to win that Game 1, and that pretty much set the tone for the weekend. Carthage went on to the 3-game sweep. 1-1 offering by Deuce, missing outside. Guido back at second. So Dominic Guido with his first hit as a Carthaginian. 1-out double, he's at second. Pitch to Tostrud. The knees on the outside corner. It evens the count now at 2-2. Deuce from the stretch. Pitch tapped at the plate. It's a fair ball. Reichert, the catcher, up throwing, and no signal yet from either umpire. They want to talk about it here. It looked like his foot was off the bag. Tostrud beat it out. And call him safe. I think that's the correct call there. So going to third is Guido. Tostrud with an infield single here. That's his third hit today. That brings up Cody Phelps. Again, Matt Husted. A minor beef on that call. Just wanted to be sure. One out. Two on. Runners at the corners here for Cody Phelps. Singled back in the fourth inning. Hit by a pitch in the third. Fouled straight back. And Pearson Gibbous pinch hit to lead off the inning, struck out. Then Guido, the second straight pitch hitter, in for Engstrom. Collected his first hit as a Firebird, a double. He's over at third now with Toastrud on at first with an infield single. The 0-1 deliveries. Bounces in, gets past Reichert. Coming in from third is Guido. Moving on to second is Toastrud. Will go as a wild pitch. Makes it a 10-4 ball game now with one out and a runner in scoring position. Wild pitch sending Toastrud to second. Phelps with a 1-1 count. Deuce working the stretch. Check a Toastrud at second. Again, another pitch that skips in there. Good block by Reichert. Goes to 2-1. See if Phelps can get something here and put it in play. Curveball. Maybe a changeup there too, and he got out in front. 2-2 the count. There's your check of the runner. Toastrud over at second. A run in on a wild pitch. Each team with a run here in the seventh inning. That pitch high for ball three. Full count to Cody Phelps. Like to get him on with the heart of the order coming up. Toastrud with the lead at second. The pitch by Deuce. Outside corner for a called strike three. Phelps thought it was low and away and started to walk to first, and the umpire said, hold the phone. That one caught the black of the plate. So two gone, a runner at second for Colton Klein. Klein a strikeout victim in the seventh. Grounded out in the fourth, a single in the third. Reached on an error in the first. Squared around a bunt, takes it low, blocked by Reichert, 1-0 the count. Coming into the game, Klein, a 450 hitter. 2 years ago, made all conference. Batting leadoff, hitting 440 for the Firebirds. That pitch bounces in, and Toastrud will advance to third. He'll round and hold there. Second wild pitch of the inning. Delivered by A.J. Deuce. Spells his last name D-H-U-S. Pronounced Deuce, out of San Diego. It's his third appearance this season by Deuce. He falls behind here 2-1. Last outing, 3 innings against Carroll on Saturday. Gave up a hit. No walks and 2 strikeouts. A 6-4 win for the Thunder. Pitch is low, 3-1. Total of 8 2/3 innings coming into this game here today. Yet to give up an earned run until today. Driven to left center. That's going to split the outfield. And drifting back, it'll go in for a hit. Short of the warning track, Toastwood will come in. Klein will round second and hold there. It's a run-scoring double for Colton Klein. In from third is Toastwood. 2 runs in here for Carthage, and it's a 10-5 game. Brings up the red-hot Bryce Problinski. He has reached base 4 times today. A walk and 3 singles. For Klein, that's his 3rd double of the season. That pitch rides in high, ball 1. And time called now as it's like Matt Husted coming out. And I'm sure what he's saying to Deuce is, come on now, we've got a 5-run lead. They're 2 out. Go right at him here. Throw strikes. Wheaton scored 6 runs in the first inning if you're just joining us. A run in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, and a run in the 7th. They lead at 10-5. Carthage with a run in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And these teams won't meet up again until the middle of May. Klein with his lead at second, the RBI double. Dew's pitch in there for strike 1. He evens the count now at a ball and a strike to Bryce Problinski. 3 for 3 today with a walk. He has hit the ball hard all 3 of those 4 at bats. Takes that one outside, 2-1. Dew's working from the stretch. He'll check Klein at second. Here it comes. Driven to left and deep. If it stays fair, it will drift foul. Just short of the wall and to the foul side of that foul pole in left field. Problinski turned on one, but pulled it foul. Klein returns to second. The count now 2-2 to Bryce Problinski. Each team with 11 hits, each team committing 2 errors today. Klein with the lead at second. The pitch by Dew's. On the corner for called strike 3, and the inning is over. But Carthage gets 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 man left on base. We go to the 9th inning here in Kenosha. Carthage trailing by a score of 10-5. Ryan Scanlon will come on to pitch the ninth inning for the Firebirds. Scanlon, a lefty, 6'4", a freshman out of Gurnee. Went to Warren Township High School. Scanlon, 6'4", 165-pounder. This will be his first appearance as a Carthage Firebird today. He's a freshman out of Warren Township, played for Clint Smothers down there. 2.25 earned run average across 44 innings in high school. All conference honorable mention. Warren Township went 32-5 while he was there, winning both a conference and regional championship. So this is his debut for the freshman Scanlon. He'll face the middle of the order here for the Thunder, and that one skips past Hughes for new catcher in there now for Carthage. It's going to be Gibbous. Pinch hit in the 8th inning for Riley Hughes. 1-0 the count. Yee smashes one up the middle. Belskis over to his right. Makes the play. One gone here in the 9th. It's the left fielder, Mason Packwood. 0 for 4 today, but he drove in a run. Ground ball to Pribolinski behind the bag at first, who had to make the play and scored the runner from third. That was in the first inning. Facing the left-hander, Scanlon, 1-0. Grounded sharply to Belskis at second. 2 gone. Brings up the catcher, Reichert. Reichert officially 0 for 1 today, but he's reached base 3 times. All 3 times, 2 walks and a hit batter. He scored 3 runs. Pops him up on the infield. This will drift into the outfield now. Klein, the right fielder, stumbles under it and makes the play. A 1-2-3 ninth inning for the freshman Scanlon in his debut. Hello to Mom, Matt, and Susan Scanlon back home watching us here tonight. 1-2-3 inning for Scanlon. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Need some help here. Carthage trailing 10-5. Alex Hanvey will pitch the 9th inning for the Thunder. Hanvey is making his 4th appearance. He started 1 game this season. no record with a 1.59 earned run average in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 hits. 1 run it was earned, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. The 5, 6, and 7th place hitters, and hopefully a bunch more here for the Firebirds here in the 9th. Carthage giving up 6 in the first inning. And the Thunder have been in control since. Johnny Belskis, Ben Levicki, Jake Sinelli, and hopefully a few more to the plate here for Carthage in the 9th inning. Belskis 1 for 4 today. He has hit the ball hard all day today. A couple of lineouts to the left fielder and third baseman. Wave and a miss on the first offering by Hanvey. Dyer, Bostrom, Dews in the 8th, and Hansen here in the 9th. Or Hanvey, I should say, in the 9th. The pitchers today for the Thunder. He's quickly ahead now, 0-2. Fouled back into the netting, remains 0-2. Carthage goes to Waukesha Saturday, a doubleheader against Carroll over at Frame Park. Single game Sunday against the Pioneers back here at Augie Schmidt Field. Belskis strikes out swinging here in the 9th. 1 gone, brings up Ben Levicki. Levicki 0 for 4 today. Pass ball away, 1-0. Wheaton returns home Saturday. They'll play a doubleheader against Illinois Wesleyan. Milliken beat Wesleyan tonight. Actually, a late afternoon game down in Bloomington, 8-3 the final in that one. They remain 4-0 in conference play, 11-1 overall. Augustana with a walk-off 3-run homer in the bottom of the 10th this afternoon to beat Elmhurst. North Central in the pitcher's duel shut out North Park 1-0 today. 1-out walk here for Levicki. Jake Sinelli, the center fielder. Reached base twice, hit by a pitch in the 5th, singled and scored a run in the 4th, coming home on the Tostrud 2-run homer. Not going, pitch taken for strike 1. Count even now at a ball and a strike. Levicki taking his lead at first. Alex Hanvey on the hill here in the 9th inning. The pitch missing inside, 2-1. Levicki with the lead at first. Swing and a miss. Sinelli went after a low outside pitch. Brings the count even now at 2-2. Weak swing at a breaking ball, strike 3. Carthage down to their final out. Catcher Pearson Gibbous. He came on in the 8th inning to pinch hit for Riley Hughes. Stayed in the game to catch the 9th. 1 strikeout today for Gibbous. Carthage down to their final out. Trailing 10-5. Pop foul left side. Core giving chase. Core giving chase at the fence. He made the catch to end the ball game. Nicely done by Core, the third baseman. Chased that right, went right to the fence. Ball spun back, and he fell backwards to make the catch. And that will end our ball game here tonight. Wheaton a winner, 10-5, 10 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors for the Thunder. Carthage 5 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher today, Dyer. Brandon Dyer evens his mark now at 1-1. Taking the loss for Carthage today was the starter, Kyle McKinnon. He gave up 6 runs in his only inning. That was the first inning today. McKinnon, the sophomore. Out of Bradford High School, absorbs the loss today. And that is his first loss. He is 0-1 on the year. So Carthage gets a 2-run homer by Cody Tostrud. Really the only big play today for Carthage offensively as they struggled here today. And their 3-game winning streak comes to an end. They fall to 0-2 in conference play. So your new standings now, with all the games final from today, Milliken at 4-0, 11-1 overall. Wheaton at 3-0, 5-4 overall. North Central in third place at 4-1 with an 8-2 overall record. Augie with that walk-off 3-run homer in the 10th. They now go to 2-2 in conference play. Wesleyan at 2-3. Elmhurst at 2-3. North Park falling to North Central today 1-0. They fall to 1-4. Carthage at 0-2. Carroll at 0-3. And those two teams will battle this weekend. Carthage travels to Waukesha on Saturday. They will take on the Carroll Pioneers in a doubleheader. And then a single game back here on Sunday. And we will have that one for you here on the live.carthage.edu Sunday afternoon. And that will be a Saturday's doubleheader will get underway at noon. Sunday's single game here in Kenosha will get underway at 1 o'clock. That'll be our next baseball game here on live.carthage.edu. Carthage versus Carroll in the third game of that 3-game set this weekend. Thanks to John Voinovich and Mike Love for all their efforts in producing and directing our game here from Augie Schmidt Field. I'm John Weiser, wishing you a very pleasant good evening. Wish we had better news tonight, but it was all Wheaton today as they knock off the Firebirds by a score of 10-5. Until Sunday, have a great week, everyone. Go Firebirds on live.carthage.edu.